When people think of raptors, they usually picture the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park, a fast, intelligent, man-sized predator with razor-sharp claws and killer instincts. But what if I told you that real raptors were much, much worse? Meet Utahraptor, the largest and most terrifying raptor to ever walk the earth. If Velociraptor was a deadly knife, Utahraptor was a chainsaw. Imagine Freddy Krueger, but bigger, faster, and covered in feathers. Now put him on steroids, and you've got Utahraptor, an apex predator with massive slashing claws, a bone-crushing bite, and a taste for blood. If you think you could outrun this monster, think again. Let's dive into the world of Utahraptor, the prehistoric killing machine that made all other raptors look like pet chickens. What was Utahraptor, the true king of raptors? Before we get into why this dinosaur was pure nightmare fuel, let's establish what Utahraptor actually was. Name: Utahraptor austromacey. Time period: early Cretaceous, about 125 million years ago. Size: up to 23 feet long, 5 feet tall at the hip, and weighing 1,000 pounds. Location: Utah, USA. Weapons: giant sickle claws, powerful legs, crushing jaws, and high intelligence. That's right. While Velociraptor was about the size of a turkey, Utahraptor was nearly as big as a polar bear. It was the largest raptor ever discovered, easily 4 times the size of a Velociraptor and nearly as heavy as a grizzly bear. Imagine a Velociraptor, but scaled up to absolute insanity, and that's Utahraptor. And while it was big, it was built to kill. The claws of death. Freddy Krueger would be jealous. If there was one thing that made Utahraptor an absolute horror show, it was its weaponized feet. Like all raptors, Utahraptor had a massive sickle-shaped claw on each foot, designed specifically for slashing and killing. But unlike its smaller raptor cousins, Utahraptor's claw was absolutely monstrous, nearly 10 inches long. To put that in perspective, that's the same length as a butcher's knife or a Velociraptor's entire skull. And these claws weren't just for show. Utahraptor could kick with the force of a horse, slashing deep into its prey and cutting through muscle, organs, and even bone. Think about what Freddy Krueger does with his bladed fingers. Now imagine something 1,000 pounds heavier doing that with claws as sharp as steak knives. It wouldn't just kill you, it would tear you apart. Speed and agility, the ultimate ambush predator. Despite its size and strength, Utahraptor wasn't just a lumbering brute. It was fast, agile, and an expert ambush predator. Its powerful legs allowed it to sprint at speeds estimated around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Its long tail acted as a counterbalance, helping it turn quickly while chasing prey. Its lightweight but muscular body made it one of the fastest large predators of its time. Imagine trying to outrun a 1,000-pound murder bird that can jump, turn, and slash all in one motion. You wouldn't get far. Utahraptor likely hunted by hiding in dense vegetation and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The second an unsuspecting prey animal got too close, boom! It exploded out of the shadows, using its speed and power to deliver a killing blow. And once Utahraptor got its claws into you, it was game over. Hunting strategy, pack hunters from hell. One of the most terrifying possibilities about Utahraptor, it may have hunted in packs. While there's no definitive proof that Utahraptor lived in coordinated groups, some raptors, like Deinonychus, are believed to have worked together to bring down large prey. And if Utahraptors did team up like wolves, that means you wouldn't just be dealing with one of these killers, you'd be dealing with multiple, working together to surround and take down dinosaurs much bigger than themselves. Imagine a group of 6 or 7 Utahraptors stalking the forests, waiting for their next victim. One alone was horrifying enough, but an entire pack? That's pure nightmare fuel. How smart was Utahraptor, the deadliest brain of the Cretaceous? Utahraptor wasn't just fast and strong, it was smart. Raptors were some of the most intelligent dinosaurs, and while Utahraptor's brain wasn't as advanced as today's wolves or big cats, it was still more capable than most other theropods. It had forward-facing eyes, meaning it had depth perception and could track moving prey. Its large brain-to-body ratio suggests it was smarter than most other predators of its time. If it was a pack hunter, it would have needed problem-solving skills and communication abilities. This wasn't just a mindless killing machine. It was a strategic hunter, one that could analyze its prey, adapt its hunting style, and learn from experience. In other words, it was a prehistoric serial killer with a high IQ. What did Utahraptor hunt? Anything it wanted. Utahraptor was the apex predator of its environment. That meant everything was on the menu. Some of its possible prey included iguanodonts, large herbivores that lived in Utahraptor's ecosystem, sauropod, hatchlings. While adult sauropods were too big, young ones were easy targets. Other theropods. Utahraptor may have even hunted other meat eaters, meaning it was the ultimate prehistoric bully. And because of its claws, speed, and intelligence, it didn't just hunt its prey, it destroyed them. Why did Utahraptor go extinct? Like all dinosaurs, Utahraptor met its end. As the Cretaceous period progressed, newer, larger predators began evolving, outcompeting Utahraptor. Changing climates and shifting ecosystems may have wiped out its prey, leading to starvation. And eventually, like all non-avian dinosaurs, it was wiped out entirely in the mass extinction event 66 million years ago. But even though it's gone, its fossils still remind us just how terrifying prehistoric life could be. Conclusion. The real Freddy Krueger of the prehistoric world. If there was ever a dinosaur that embodied horror, it was Utahraptor. As big as a polar bear, as fast as an Olympic sprinter, armed with 10-inch claws that could gut you in seconds, and possibly smart enough to hunt in packs. This wasn't just a predator, it was a nightmare given flesh and bone. While Jurassic Park made Velociraptor famous, the real monster was twice as big, twice as deadly, and twice as terrifying. And the next time you hear someone say that raptors were small, just remind them of Utahraptor, the Cretaceous version of Freddy Krueger on steroids.